Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. This is another parable from Adam, Pastor Adam. Yeah, this morning's topic, alignment. Alignment. Now, when you hear the word alignment, what does it make you think about? You might think about the front end of your car, and the mechanic says you need a front end alignment. Why would you need a front end alignment? Because your tires are just a little off center. And when they're off center, they may shake a little when you're driving. And the faster you go, the more they shake. All right? But what's the problem with the shaking? Being out of alignment, if you go too long, it will wear the rubber off of your tires faster. And that excessive wear can take an expensive pair of tires down to nothing in no time, where if you just get things back in alignment, they'll wear normal, they'll last longer, and you'll protect your investment. Alignment. What's another way of explaining alignment? Have you ever had your back out of whack? I mean, my back hurts. It's like a vertebrae is out of place or sitting on a disc. Alignment. How about a broken ankle? Since it's fractured, it's out of alignment. And what's the result? It's pain. It's really hurting. And so when we think about these things, when we look at our lives and we think, are we in alignment? Am I out of alignment? Am I in alignment? Where am I? How am I doing? Well, more people are out of alignment in this life, I believe, than actually are in alignment. The alignment means in order. An order is the accurate arrangement of things, prioritizing first things first. All right? And there's a thing called the law of first mention. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Certain things come in priority before other things. Parents come before children. You can't have children without two adults consummating something. All right? There's an accurate arrangement. There's an order. There's a priority. There's a first mention. God created man and then created a woman. Why? So the man could provide for, care for, and take care of the woman. Now, women weren't just created here in 2023, because nowadays, women don't need men to take care of them in some places. Not all women believe that, but a whole lot more do than don't. And it's unfortunate because it's out of alignment. And I'm not talking about single women who've never been married, who've yet to marry, who will probably marry one day and be successfully married. I'm talking about anyone who's ever had a bad experience because of their own choosing, where they put intimacy before commitment in a relationship and got overly committed through soul ties. And now they're so overly committed they can't get out, they can't back away. And then once they've committed into something that they should never committed to, you're out of alignment for years. And it's difficult, it's challenging, and it's hard. That's what we're talking about. Not just that. Your finances can be out of alignment. Your finances. If you're a Christian person, we believe that you should honor God with the first fruits of everything that you produce or that you bring in. And when you do that first, you honor God first. Everything else flows through the blessing to take care of everything else that you have need of. And that includes your additional provisions, the money that you save, the homes you're able to buy, the places you're able to go, because seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. It's alignment. And if we're going to understand this subject, then we're going to probably have to make the decision to get out of our own way and use some faith. Are you accustomed to using faith? Oh, I mean it. Are you accustomed to using faith? When's the last time you used your faith for anything but a hat rack? And I mean faith that says, God, not my will, but your will be done. God, I don't know what's going on or how this is happening or what to do next, but I want to trust you. And instead of me just jumping up and running out today, I want to seek your face. I want to know what your plan is for my life. and I have a plan, but is this the right plan, or should I pray on it a little bit longer and ponder just a little bit further to make sure it's the best plan for the day? Priorities, alignment. When we get things in alignment, we begin to prioritize first things first, what's most important now. I believe when you get the ability or get the blessing of being able to purchase a house or a home, rent an apartment, buy a car, since you never want to be homeless, what's your number one priority in the way of a bill? It is that mortgage. It's alignment. You pay the mortgage first, pay your utilities and your services. You pay your car note first. You take care of your car insurance. Matter of fact, good morning. And actually, you take care of your job first. How about that? You can't buy a house or a car without a job. Don't go get credit cards and you don't have cash in the bank. You get cash in the bank and then you borrow, and don't borrow any more than what you have in the bank, so that you don't necessarily have to have the credit card. You can still buy what you want, but at least you can pay back what you owe from using the credit card and establishing your credit. It's alignment. These are just some wisdom tips, some practical things. You would think it'd be common sense, right? But how many of you know, in this modern day and age, with all the new technology, all the advancements in everything, common sense just isn't that common. It's just not. Basic, practical, simple steps. You can go to colleges for years. You can go to all the high schools in America, and people don't talk about the things that help you do best in your regular, routine, ordinary, day-to-day living. Your day-to-day living. Your day-to-day living is vital. It's important. I'm going to show you something real quick, and I'm going to talk about it. All right, if you can see right up ahead of me, and I'll turn this, I'm walking on one path, and here I'm looking at 3 paths. I can keep going straight. I can go to the left, straight, or I can go to the right. Have you ever been at a crossroads in your life and you just didn't know which one to take? And where does that go? And you say, well, that looks like it goes around there, but I can't see around the corner. Where does that go? Well, this one looks like I can't see over that hill. Where does that go? You got to make a decision sooner or later. So pick the one on the right. We're going to go right. And what are we going to see? We're going to see where it leads us. That's faith. Sometimes you got to do something and not stand in the middle of the road doing nothing. You have to do something. Become decisive and deliberate. Choose. Ask God, pray, listen, be sensitive to the climate, the environment, the atmosphere, and choose wisely. Because there's nothing worse than operating in a spirit or your feeling or your emotions and doing something rash, doing something hastily, only to find out you took the wrong path. That path to the left back there, that goes into a dead end and there's a fence and you can't get out. How do I know that? Because it's a service road and they got it closed off on the end. But this path on the right leads me back up towards this lake and this beautiful gazebo, this beautiful camp place where you can cook out and have all these different festivities. And that one that goes straight, it goes around the lake. I just wasn't ready to go that way yet because I just started this walk, just started this journey. But when you begin to prioritize your thoughts, your plans, your decisions, your family, your relationships, who's first place in your life? In the natural. In the natural. If you're single, you better know it's you. If you're married, you better know it's you. You're first place. I like to say, I take care of me for me. And when I know I'm good, I have no problem taking care of you and assisting you with whatever you need me to help you with. But by the same token, you have to take care of you for you so you can be good for your family, for your husband, for your children, for your job. Because how many of you know? Nobody knows if your head is hurting. Nobody knows if you're having stomach cramps. Nobody knows, if your blood pressure is low and you feel like you're about to faint. Nobody knows that, but you know it. But you also know if you'll eat better and you'll do good around your nutrition, what'll happen? You'll feel better, and when you feel better, you'll do better. That's right, when you feel better, you'll do better. And so we have to do everything that we can to see to it that we feel as good as we can on any given day, on every single day. Don't you want to feel good? Don't you want to feel good? And if you want to feel good, you got to get your thoughts in line. You got to get positive thoughts in your mind. What's a positive thought? A positive thought is a thought that makes you feel blessed. A thought that allows you to forgive yourself from your mistakes. A positive thought is a thought that says, I may not be where I want to be, but I'm good right now where I'm at because I'm on my way. Why? Because life is a process. Life is a journey. Just like this walk I'm on, it's a process, it's a journey, and there are many turns. I'm going around a circle here. There are many routes we can take. But guess what? Not all of them are bad routes. Not all of them are perfect routes. Sometimes a route is just a route, okay? It's just a walk. It's just exercise. It's just fitness. It's just prioritizing. Why am I out here doing this? Because I don't want diabetes. Because I don't want a bad diagnosis. Because I don't want to have to depend on doctors and prescription drugs and other people to take care of me. Do you? Oh, I don't mind needing people if I need them. But I don't want to need them because I neglected the first things first. I don't want to need them because I didn't do the best that I could to take care of me, for you. To take care of me, for my kids. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? So as I begin to close this here, God wants you in alignment. And I know you want to be in alignment as well, because when you're not in alignment, when things are out of alignment, there's unnecessary wear and tear on your system, your body, your automobile, your bank account, your relationships. And if you don't get things back in alignment, it could cost you. It could very well cost you the whole thing in damages. It's like some people, they own a house. God blessed them with a nice house, no matter the size. And they were so grateful to get that house. But many years later, 10 years later, they've never painted the house. They've never washed the house. They've never cleaned their windows. They've never had the carpet professionally cleaned. They've never kept things in order. And there are markings on the walls. And there's clutter everywhere. And there's stuff throughout the whole place that's out of order. And these people have a tendency to feel depression, unnecessary stress, anxiety, and worry. Why? Because they know stuff's out of order. They have a guilt conscience, because I know I need to fold my clothes and put them away, but they didn't. I know I should do my taxes, but they didn't. And nothing like feeling the stress from not having done your taxes for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, some people even more than 5 years, because they kept procrastinating, and it's so far out of order, the fees will probably be worth more than what the actual original bill would have been. What time is it? Time to get back in order. What time is it? It's time to get back into alignment. What time is it? It's time to clear the clutter so we can clear our thoughts, so we can have peace, so we can have joy, so we can have faith, so we can live this life that Christ died to give us. Are you with me? So I want you to get enthusiastic about whatever it is you need to face and put that thing in order. Begin to put the shoes away. Begin to put the top back on the toothpaste and put it back in the drawer. Begin to hang your clothes up. I'll give you a simple thing that I do to keep my closet in order. Whenever I take off dirty clothes, particularly if it's a suit or things that need to go to the dry cleaner, instead of piling it on the floor, I put it back on the rack. I may put it away from the other clothes that I haven't worn yet, but I still put it back on the rack, because if it's on the rack, it's off the floor. All right? If it's on the rack, it's off the floor. If I could wear it again, at least it's not totally wrinkled up. I probably won't wear it again, but at least I know where it's at and it's off the floor. But have you never seen a room where people just took off clothes day in and day out, week in and week out, and they've got 2 or 3 children, and Saturday is a day to do laundry, and that's all you get to do because it's out of order. It's out of order. So, I want you to realize everything that God created has order. Let me show you something. This beautiful lake. I believe it's a man-made lake, but it was designed to look like this. It's not a coincidence. This is not an accident. The trees and the shrubs around the edges, they were either preserved or they were planted. This walkway was put here intentionally. This hill was carved out exactly. This little dam and bridge was put right there on purpose. And when you come through here and you see a park bench, and you see how everything's laid out and aligned, and you see it against the skyline, and you see the gazebo, you think order. Everything's in its place. And everybody can appreciate that. Once you get everything in your life in order, starting today, you will develop an appreciation for all the little things that you've neglected in the past. And that's how I want you to feel. I want you to feel appreciation. And first and foremost, though, begin to give God praise. Give God gratitude. Show him you're grateful for the things that he has done. He woke you up this morning. He put breath in your body. You're in your right mind. Whatever happened yesterday is yesterday. Today is a whole new day, which means you get a new opportunity. Yeah. And he did it all. He's given this to us. The Bible says he's given us everything that pertains to life and godly living. I pray a special blessing over you today, that you'll be blessed coming in and blessed going out. To be the head and never the tail. You are above only, and you shall never be beneath. And this is the confidence that we have in him. It is our faith. I speak peace in your mind, calm to every situation. I speak the favor of God on you, over your finances, your relationships. And if you're in a place in your life and you're at that fork in the road, you've got to make a decision. I pray that you will commit, and the way that you take, you will not second guess it, that you will just keep moving forward no matter what. Why? Because your future is up ahead of you. It's not looking back. It's not second guessing yourself. It's not having all kinds of questions about why this and why that. If you do that, you might allow resentment to come in, and then you'll feel like you're unworthy or undeserving of every good thing that's coming your way. And I submit to you, good things are coming your way. I like to say it like this: good things are a natural part of my life, and yours too. God bless you. I'm coming over this hill. Whew, that's what happens when you go through a few things. And God brings you through the woods. He brings you through the thick. He brings you up the hill. And he brings you into the good land. The land of plenty, without scarcity, and where there is no lack. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Share this, like it, comment.